Hello everyone, I'm Susan from Tiara Lace Crochet. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to look at how to crochet the Jasmin Stitch. This stitch is great for scarves and hats, cowls, wraps, blankets, cushions, to name but a few. And it's entirely up to you what yarn weight to use and what hook size. I'll be using a 5 weight yarn today with a 6.5mm hook. So let's begin. Begin by working 2 chains. 1, 2. Next, extend the loop on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook in the bottom chain, the first chain you made, under 2 loops. Yarn over, pull up a loop and extend that to the same height as the loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into the same chain, yarn over and pull up a loop and extend. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop and extend. You should have a total of 7 loops on your hook. 2, 4, 6, 7. Next, pinch the loops and the yarn, the working yarn at the base, and yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. Then insert your hook underneath that pinched yarn. Now you can tighten up the loops by pulling on the working yarn like so. Next, yarn over, pull through 1 loop and yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook and chain 1. You've now completed your first puff stitch for the base row for the Jasmin stitch. Where you joined the puff stitches together, it creates a little space, so we'll work into there next. Extend the loop on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over and pull up a loop and extend, and repeat twice more. Next, pinch the working yarn at the base of those stitches that you've just made. Yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. Insert your hook under the pinched yarn and then pull all those loops together by pulling on the working yarn. Then yarn over and pull through 1 and then yarn over and pull through 2. And chain 1, and that completes your second puff stitch of the base row for the Jasmin stitch. We'll do this once more, so extend the loop on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull up a loop and extend. Repeat twice more. Once you have your 7 loops on your hook, pinch the working yarn at the base where it meets the loops and pinch the base of the loops too if you can. Yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. And then insert your hook under that pinched yarn. Next, pull on the working yarn to tighten up those loops. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 1. And that's how you work the base puff stitch. So continue for however long you'd like your project to be, but as I said earlier, today we're just going to do a small sample with a base row of 6, but we'll count the 7th one as our building puff stitch. Once you've completed your 7 puff stitches, or however many puff stitches you need for the width of your project, just remember you do need an extra puff stitch to work as a side puff stitch for your project. This is also referred to as, well, I'm going to refer to it as a building puff stitch, a bit like we refer to building chains when we need to bring our work up to the right height. Right, so now we're going to actually work 3 puff stitches together. So we're going to work into this little space here, this one and this one. So extend the loop on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook just as we have done for previous puff stitches, yarn over and pull through a loop and extend it, and repeat this twice more. And then rather than finishing the puff stitch off, we just yarn over and insert our hook, yarn over, pull through a loop and extend 3 times in the next space. And we'll repeat this sequence in the next space. Right, so now we've got 3 incomplete puff stitches on our hook. It might be helpful to bring your middle finger to the back of the puff stitches and then grab that yarn and pinch these puff stitches loops, and then you should be able to bring your hook through all the loops on your hook, and then you will have anchored that little loop just there with that finger. You can take your finger out now and then insert your hook into the loop and then just tighten up those stitches. Then you just go ahead and chain 1 as normal, and then, yarn over, pull through 1 as normal, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. And there you've worked 3 puff stitches together. So these are your base puff stitches, this is your side puff stitch, and there are your 3 puff stitches together. We're going to work another 3 puff stitches together, working into this little space here, this one here, and that one. So extend, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, extend. Repeat that twice more. And then into the next stitch. And into the next stitch. Once again, you can always bring that finger to the back of your work, yarn over, pinching those puff stitches. You can bring your hook through and then find that loop, put it back on your hook and pull to tighten up those stitches. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, and then chain 1. And there you've completed another set of 3 puff stitches together. I'll do one more with you. Extend, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, extend. Repeat twice more, all in that same space. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then into the next space. And into the next space. and then bring that finger to the front, yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. You can pop your hook through that loop and then tighten. So now you know how to do single puff stitches and how to crochet 3 puff stitches together. And then you chain 1. Okay, so go ahead, work your 3 together again. First into this one, then into this one and this one, all the way to the end. You'll work your final puff stitch into this very last stitch. So go ahead and I'll meet you here. So we're almost at the end. If you look here, this is the slip knot and the little chain loop that where you started. I've already done 2 lots of incomplete puff stitches, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and do this twice more. And then we need to yarn over and pull through all the loops on our hook once more. And then find that little loop, insert our hook, tighten up these stitches, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 1. So that is the first row of the Jasmin stitch completed. We have our base puff stitches here, and these are the little petals of the jasmine flower just here. Right, for row 2 we're going to work a complete puff stitch now, so we can actually go ahead, just turn, just trying to get rid of that tail end of the yarn, and then if we extend a loop and then insert into that space and pull up a loop. Again, we do this 3 times. We should have 7 loops on our hook. 2, 4, 6, 7. This time you can just pinch because we're not working through 3 together. Just pull through, pop your loop back on, and then just tighten those a little, and then yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 1. So we've now completed our side puff stitch, or our little building puff stitch here. So we're going to go ahead now and work 3 puff stitches together, just like we did before, into here, here, and here. So extend, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, and do that twice more. And into the next space. And into the next space. Then I'm going to bring my fingers to the back of those loops, grab that yarn and pull through all those loops. Then I'm going to insert my hook into that loop and tighten by pulling the working yarn. Pull through 1, pull through 2, and chain 1. There we go. And there are the 3 puff stitches together. I'll work one more and then you can work to the end of the row exactly the same as you did for the previous row. And then just tighten, pull through 1, pull through 2 and chain 1. So if we have a look at this now, you'll be able to see you've actually got a little jasmine stitch here with the 6 petals, and you've got the start of perhaps 1 here if you're going to continue. Right, so continue to the end of the row and I'll meet you here. You work exactly the same way as you did before, but your very last space is going to be just here this time. So I'm almost at the end of row 2 to complete our final little puff 3 together. Do a little incomplete puff stitches in the next 3 spaces, and then our next one is just here. And again, tighten that up, yarn over, pull through 1 and yarn over, pull through 2 and chain 1. And you're now ready to start row 3. As you can see here, you have got 1 complete jasmine stitch with the 6 petals here, and it's framed by a row of puff stitches as well, here and here. And then you have your little side puff stitches, just like so. And the lovely thing is, it's reversible. So that's really all there is to this beautiful little stitch. I'll just get a swatch that I did with this earlier. As you can see, it's entirely up to you where you finish off, but this was the final row. And you just keep going for however long you would like your project to be. And this is the little head band or ear warmer that I made to start off with. All I did was measure the length around my head. Once I'd done these little puff stitches, it has got a little bit of a stretch, this yarn, so I was able to just pop it around my head when I'd done a length of puff stitches, and it was able to just gauge it from there really. And then I just sewed a little seam here. Now you could work in the round, I'm sure, but that would be for another video. But yes, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. I absolutely love this stitch, I really do. Don't be put off because it is difficult. If you work it, keep practicing, and you'll be flying through it before you know it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.